Hey everybody, welcome back. So this will be the last open chord in our back to the basics beginner's version here of guitar playing, where we're showing you all the open chords or cowboy chords that we play in these first three frets of the guitar, the lowest three frets of the guitar. And today we're going to look at the G major chord played in the open position. Now this chord, again, really like all of these chords, it's a very important chord. Some are a little more important than the others because they pop up in other keys. So, you know, for example, if I don't want to play my A major chord, you know, what I could do is play in the G family or the C family of chords where it doesn't exist per se, okay? Where the G and I think C is another one, you know, they pop up in other families, so you really do need to know them. And the G is an important one. It's a very popular key to write music in because it's a good soloing key, okay? I guess one of the reasons it only has the one sharp in it or something in the scale, so it's but it's just a good chord to know inside and out, because it will be in almost a vast majority of the songs that you start to research that you want to play. So let's take a look at the G major, okay? Now, much like your E major, the strumming is good because you play all the strings, so you don't have to worry which string you start on, okay? So you can just let your head rip and away you go. Now, traditionally, you're taught to play a G with your pointer finger on the second fret, okay, of that fifth string, which is a B note, okay? Then you take your fat finger, which is kind of already there atomically. It's already sitting right there, okay? You place that on your sixth string, which is the low E, and that becomes your G root note of the chord, okay? G, right there. So we have finger 1 here, we have finger 2 on our G, and we have finger 3 curled all the way down, and we're going to fret that third fret high first string, that high E. Okay, so that's actually another G, okay? Because this string and this string are the same all the way up. All the notes are the same on these two outer strings, okay? So we strum all the way through, okay? And we get a nice clear G. Now, you really have to be careful with this finger because it's so easy to add some flesh. See, hear that? It's not rigging out. It's easy to add flesh to other strings when you're forming this chord. Right? So you want everything to run nice and clear. Now, I'm going to give you an alternate way. You do not have to learn it this way. But the quicker you do, the more comfortable you'll be with it, and you'll find moving forward, it's a lot easier to transition to other chords using this, what I call two-fingered G. Before I show you, there are also variations on the G I just showed you. So for example, for this to be a proper G, we need to have this note ringing, that note ringing, and that note ringing. And then all the other notes are open, okay? So a lot of people will play their G by omitting, not playing this, not putting that finger down, just going like this, okay? So now I got a two-finger G going on. But the flesh of this fat finger is muting this string. So that it doesn't ring open. It's not going to be the same exact tonal quality of the proper G. Hear it? But it's very close, and it's played like that. And some people play it this way, right? They might even play a G this way. The bottom line is they have to fret those two notes, okay? Any way is comfortable with them. So it's something you can do. And if you're playing a fast chord progression and you got to get through your G, sometimes that's just so easier just to, then you're on to your D, okay? But for the sake of proper learning, there's your G chord. Now, the alternate way, or the two-finger G, I don't use this finger, so I move everything back. So instead of playing the G with these three fingers, I play the G with these three fingers, okay? So that means that my fat finger will fret down what my pointer used to. My ring finger will come up and fret down what my fat finger used to. And my pinky, because it's already down there doing nothing anyways, I put my pinky. So I've got the same three chords, or notes, fretted in the chord. Play my open strings, I'll have an exact G as I do this way, okay? And quickly moving on, just to give you a why, one reason is because look how easy I can then go to my C, which in music you will find G, C are together like chocolate and vanilla, okay? Like frick and frack. They work well together, they sound well together, whether they're notes, chords, or keys, and they're always going to be together. So you might as well learn how to do it the quickest and the easiest way. So there's my G, there's my, I just got to put my pointer finger, there's my C, and remember the F chord we learned? Okay? If we bring everything down here, there's my F. So I got F, C, G right there. As opposed to F, C, G, where I have to do this whole pivoting of my wrist thing. And if we want to even do that proper, it would have been this. G, twist to my C, and then twist back to play that hideous F chord, okay? Bar chord. So the two-finger G sets you up in a position that everything is right there. Minimal movement on in between 3 or 4 chords that you're going to play all the time. And when you learn your A minor and your E minor, everything is right there. So I encourage you as fast as possible to get on that two-finger or back three-finger G. Okay? Refer back here for references, obviously, as often as you need. So that basically takes us through our open major chords. There are 2 more chords we're going to visit, and that's because they're very important and they are very prominent in basic songs that you're all going to want to learn as beginners, and that's your A minor and your E minor, and those are coming up next.